Welcome, I'm Dragon, and today's video will be about my lizard Fireball. Recently, she unfortunately passed away, and because of this, I will be making a lizard in Blender with a sign that says #remember Fireball. But before I make this, here's a small clip of when I got Fireball.
Oh! Wow, is that a bearded dragon? What are we gonna feed her? Oh, those worms. Oh, what about crickets?
So yes, that really was my voice, and that was sometime around 2013 or 2014. But as you probably saw, Fireball was full grown at this time, and actually had already had baby bearded dragons, which we got to see because the people that had Fireball were friends of my parents. So how did we actually get Fireball? Well, it actually turned out that those friends were moving, and we were originally going to get a different lizard named Lemon Drop, but it died while they were on vacation because their friends forgot to turn off the heating light. So when that happened, I got Fireball. But of course, I didn't know about any of this at the time I got Fireball, and yes, it was Christmas that I actually did get her. So now that you know a little bit of information, let's make a lizard in Blender and then talk a little more about the backstory behind Fireball, and finally a slideshow of some images and videos I found about Fireball. There we have it. There's the lizard with #remember Fireball. I then printed it out and it turned out great, other than I will have to tweak it for less supports before it goes on prusa printers. Prusa printers if you want to download it and print it for yourself to remember Fireball. But commenting #remember Fireball is also appreciated. Then I also placed the lizard on top of Fireball's memorial, which is both the rock and the tree. I've also created a small shelf to place this lizard and the articulated lizard based on Fireball, so that I can always have a little bit of Fireball with me. Okay, so now for a little bit more of a backstory behind Fireball. First, you've got to know, around this time my mom never really wanted any pets, and still would prefer none. So at the time we had no pets, me and my dad decided to hike a mountain in Utah when I was around 6 or 7. While we were hiking, we stopped and had lunch and found a lizard, which we managed to catch and put it in a Gatorade bottle. Then we continued to hike to the top of the mountain. When we got to the top a couple hours later, we then continued and returned where we caught the lizard. The lizard was still there, so we decided to take the lizard to our house, and originally it was just going to be for a couple days, but that turned into multiple days and then weeks. By this time, we decided we needed a better cage than what we were using, so we found one online for around $50, somewhat close by, and we went to pick it up. But it turned out they had a green anole with it, and we accepted to take the green anole because it was an optional thing. This ended up working great, and the two lizards lived for around 2 to 4 years after this. But without these lizards named Carla and Ramon, Fireball would never have been possible because my mom would have never been willing to accept Fireball. So yeah, this and the beginning is a more complete version of how I got Fireball. Though ironically, because of these first few lizards, fast forward a few years, and I now have Carla, Ramon, Fireball, Ninja, Nacho, and Lewis, along with 2 outdoor cats and even a dog. Of all of these pets, Fireball was definitely the oldest and my personal favorite, but with her gone, there's still the cats and the dog. But now I'll end it with a slideshow of images and photos of Fireball. Well, thanks for watching and enjoy the slideshow. Bye!
Good girl, Fireball.